Hey, if you're looking to pick up more distance off the tee, then this is going to be a great video for you, because right after this, we're going to talk about some basic principles, some basic fundamentals of getting more club head speed and hopefully, therefore, more distance down the fairway. Stay tuned. Hey, this is Steve with HitItLonger.com. I continue my journey to hit the ball longer and straighter than I ever have done before, and I hope to show you how to. All right, we're going to be focusing in on a video that I found on Twitter the other day. This is a promising young ladies long driver. Her name is Sonya Knebel, and her swing is fantastic. You can see also that she doesn't look to be a big, strong, manly kind of woman. It looks more like kind of feminine, looks kind of more on the petite side. So she doesn't have the amount of muscle mass anywhere close to it that a lot of men have, and yet you can see in this video she's able to attain a speed of 118 miles per hour, which is absolutely amazing. If you're out there and you're swinging 80 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour. Some of the students that come to me for lessons, they don't even swing 70 miles an hour with their driver, so they are extremely distance challenged. So looking at this, you'd say, well, it's certainly not a matter of size and strength, is it? This is just a normal sized, normal strength lady golfer who's able to swing at her top speed, but she's able to swing faster than the PGA Tour average. Is pretty phenomenal. So this is just a great example on how increasing speed from what you currently are now has little to do with size and strength. You don't have to go to the gym and start working out an hour a day every day in order to up your club head speed. Instead, let's look at a few principles that'll make it way faster and way easier to do this. All right, the first thing you're going to notice in her swing is she swings longer than you do, both in her backswing, winds it up way past parallel, but her follow through as well. She tends to point the club up the fairway at the end of her swing, so she has not only a much greater range of motion in the backswing, this is giving her a longer period of time and distance in order to accelerate the club head to a high rate. And because she's going at such a high rate of speed for, let's say, her muscularity, the long follow through is giving her a chance to decelerate the club back down to zero again, which is really necessary. So I see a lot of people that I teach, a lot of people who send me their swings, they're only taking it back to here, and especially a lot of seniors are notorious for finishing their follow through right here. So they're cutting off the arc, they're not allowing the club to freely go over the shoulder, and it really should end up bumping up against the collar or the base of the neck here. And a longer hitter will tell you it actually feels like you're throwing it against the back of your neck, almost with the intent of breaking it. Kind of bounces off a little bit when you're really swinging at high speed. So range of motion is one. The second thing she does, she makes a beautiful and complete weight shift. You see what she's doing in the video. What I really love that she's doing is she's doing a little bit of a kick in with the knee to overcome inertia, just a little forward press, bounces right off of that, and unweights her left heel, just like that. This gives us a better chance to step down, crash down into the left foot, and really get ourselves heavy as we start the downswing, setting up that brace to really hit against. So unweight the left foot. These are fundamental things, but got to be reminded of these things sometimes. Unweight the left foot, and then unweight the right foot. And I love how you can see this. This is in her, what she calls her signature move. Her signature move is to hop down the fairway as she kicks her back leg up in the air. And again, it just shows you how powerfully she shifted her weight towards the target, enough to throw herself towards the simulator screen. And of course, you can see there's evidence that she's completely unweighted her back leg. And what do I see among short hitters? Obviously, I see the short range of motion, short backswing, short follow through. But oftentimes, we often see a 2-foot balance at the end of the swing. In other words, you haven't shifted your weight powerfully enough or far enough towards the target to completely unweight the back leg. So a really simple drill for someone, if you do this, unweight this heel, pick it up, step down, through. Pick up one leg, pick up the other leg. That is a really excellent drill for someone who struggles with shifting their weight. One more skill that Sonya is really outstanding at, world class at, is making the wrists go through their full range of motion from, perhaps 100 or 110 degrees cocked. So she's borrowing past 90 to go for a little bit more, and flinging the club 180 degrees or more around the circle by giving it a burst of energy here. But then, once you've given the burst of energy, her muscles then flatline and allows the club to just simply freewheel, and she gets the hell out of the way. If you are looking at a pendulum here, or a child on a swing, and you give it a little push, it's gonna make the child go higher, makes the pendulum pick up some acceleration. Notice that. So as I push, however, I don't sustain the force through the bottom of the pendulum. It's a push as I start down. After that, there is no more force that I'm applying that's acting on the club, acting on the pendulum, acting on the child on the swing. You're not going to go running along with them, but instead you relax and freewheel. So super important point. Get that swoosh sound. Go from 90 degrees cocked to 90 degrees cocked or recocked to the right forearm in the smallest amount of space that you can make the handle travel. See that? The handle's only traveling maybe from my right shoulder to the left shoulder as I'm going through this huge range of motion in the wrists, accompanied by my elbows. Now, these three principles are just good fundamentals of a powerful golf swing, but unfortunately, a lot of golfers out there just simply haven't developed these tools and therefore aren't hitting it as far as they'd like to, swinging as fast as they'd like to. But she's also got a hidden ace up her sleeve. This gal swinging 118 miles an hour, really making it look fairly effortless too, is she speed trains. So this is a result of swinging different weighted clubs as fast as she can. And she's probably been doing this for 2 or 3 months now. So she may have picked up a good 10 miles an hour over 2 months of routinely, about 3 times a week, swinging as fast as she can with various weighted implements. Super speed sticks are great. I like the rip sticks. You could use the stack. All 3 of them are going to get your goals, but it doesn't really matter which one you use. It's more the key is getting out and using them. That's really the key. Now, if you didn't want to run out and invest $200 to $400 in implements, you can still take your own driver, and at home about every other day you can do a nice warm up and get out there and swing completely out of your shoes as hard as you can, about 3 or 4 sets of 5 with a little rest in between, because you'll be breathing if you've done it right. But also you want to accompany that with some golf balls every time you go to the range. Get up and swing those, let's say 5 or 10 golf balls per bucket, and take your driver out and swing as hard as you can, as fast as you can, not paying any attention to the contact or the direction, which will probably suffer badly. But you're just trying to coordinate through your central nervous system, cause the joints and the muscles and the actions to sync up better, make you go faster. You will learn to go faster, and then you will get coordinated at going faster after that. This speed will then be transferable to your normal golf course swing. So keep in mind that muscle mass doesn't always equate to clubhead speed. Clubhead speed is more about what Mike Austin used to say, supple quickness, not rigid slowness. And we'll talk about that more in some upcoming videos. Hey, thanks for watching. I'm Steve. I hope you'll head over to hititlonger.com for a lot more articles and videos that I'm sure are going to make you a better golfer. And as always, if I don't see you in the next video, I hope I see you longer and straighter down the fairway. Everybody take good care.